We have drama about somebody who purchased a design and then misused the design, but then you find out this rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than you originally thought because they've been called out before. So this all starts with a tweet posted on May 11th by Twitter user Baby Pippo. Pippo writes, somebody is disputing a payment for a design they bought on PayPal because they were misusing it and ended up not using it anymore. But not sure if I should just refund them to not deal with them anymore and take back the design or try to dispute it. Your right Angel says, dispute it, honey, and just sell it to somebody else. I'm sure she will get a caring and respectful home. And Pippo says, thank you. Nico says, if it is who I think it is, they're selling the design on Toy House. Pippo says, are you referring to the milk drunk design? That's the one. And Nico says, yep. Here's the link, and they're selling her for $600, which is a pity because I really wanted her. But knowing they're doing this, I don't want to support them. And Pippo says, thanks for letting me know. So she's trying to dispute the payment with me while trying to resell it. She replied to somebody 20 hours ago, and I got the dispute today. Muni says, oh no, I saw them doing shitty behavior and acting nasty with the cream pie lolly thing. They gave me horrible vibes, so I had unfollowed. It's such a shame your stunning design got treated so poorly. I'm sorry they did this to you, and I really hope you're able to dispute it. Pippo says, thank you. It's a shame because I really adored the design. I was hoping they would find a new home through resale, but I guess they haven't been able to due to the lolly bait stuff they did with it. So what is this that these people are alluding to? Well, we have this post posted April 20th by Twitter user Cream Puff. And Cream Puff writes, to this drama happening, a small artist DM'd me about something that happened in the past. Cream posted an art contest in the past before she rebranded, but she never paid the artist who won. Here's the Google Drive for proof. This is the document in question titled Proof. It reads TLDR. They hosted an art contest with their previous Raccoon OC. Once the contest was over and they rebranded, they didn't pay any of the winners, including me. $200 owed in prizes. Formatted really crappy because I'm lazy, but this is just a warning for other artists. So proof they hosted the contest, it's a Twitter search, and if you go to the search, you can see there is a different character because it was a different design. It is this raccoon-esque design, and here you can see a whole bunch of people are submitting artwork for it. The doc reads, reply to each tweet, thank you for the entry. They may delete the replies after seeing this, so here's a screenshot. Edit, LMFAO, they did, and they changed their username. So you can see they comment under a different username, love it. So here you can see their name at the time was Braveheart, and it says, this came out gorgeous. Here you can see Braveheart comments, it came out so cute, thank you for entering. Another one, thank you for entering, I love it. And all of these are tweeted at around this time last year, May 22nd, 2024. Another comment, thank you for entering. Proof they haven't paid any of the winners. The three winners were me, Sohini, and Twitter user LLeonXD. Please don't harass any of them. They have since deleted most tweets relating to the art contest initial post of winners announcement. However, I have this old screenshot from my phone showing them congratulating one of the winners, who quote retweeted their winner's announcement post. So here you can see Sohini says, thank you so much. Koa Roro, which I guess was their name at the time, and they reply, congrats and thank you for applying, Illy. Here's also message history between me and the other two winners, along with my own message history with them. Here they're DMing Braveheart, which is Milk Queen, which is also Koa. They say, hi, thank you so much for hosting the contest. I'm so happy to have won third, and it was a blast to draw your design. Redacted is the email from my PayPal, old email I created when I was younger. So Milk says, oh my goodness, sorry, I just saw this. And they replied a day later. So the first DM was sent June 20th, 2024. Now July 1st, so like 11 days later, Cream Puff says, it's no problem. I was just wondering if I could know when you would be able to send over the prize money, but there's no rush whatsoever. I'm willing to wait however long necessary. A month and a half later, in August 22nd, hello, I don't want to be rude or anything. It's been over 2 months and I was wondering about the prize. I spent a lot of hours working on the illustration and it feels really bad to be ghosted. And then February 8th, 2025. So now we are out like, what, 6 months? Hey, can I have the 25 you owe me from the art contest from a few months back? Cream Puff writes, yeah, my prize is only $25, lol, mainly doing this for the other winners. And Sohini, one of the winners, had also DM'd Cream Puff, this is July 3rd, writing, oh, I was wondering, you won in the Roro Koa art contest, right? Cream Puff says, yep. And Sohini says, did you receive your prize yet? Cream Puff says, I asked and DM'd her and haven't received a reply. I'm still waiting. And Sohini says, me too, actually. That's why I'm worried. They stopped replying to me. And then February 14th, 2025. So we are almost a year out from the contest. Cream Puff checks in. Hey, did you ever receive the prize? She goes to me, but now she's active again. So I was just wondering. And Sohini says, nope, did not. And then the other person who won, Lion aka L Leon XD. On March 27th, 2025, Cream Puff DM'd them their winning entry, writing, "Sorry for the unexpected message. You won the art contest, right? I also placed but haven't received my prize, so I was wondering if you did or you were ghosted like me." And Lion says, "No, I did not receive it. That was a long time ago, but it seems the account is no longer active." Sad face. So there was that call out about the Twitter user Milk Queen, and they've now rebranded to the name Queen Cola. So sorry, it's confusing because there's a lot of names. And then another user by the name of Eep Bun quote retweets Cream Puff's post, writing, "I made a document instead about Milk Queen. If anyone wants to add things to it, please feel free to comment and I'll take your suggestions in." Also, I had to take the document and like put it in Google Docs to censor it myself because there was like way too much about it that had to be redacted for YouTube. The doc reads, "Introduction to Milk Queen's recent behavior. On April 10th, 2024, Milk decided to start her journey by luring in PDF files by using an image of a baby Pippo design she had previously bought with the words, quote, 'You like me, you, lolly redacted,' end quote. I know lolly, see, doesn't exactly mean PDF file, but that's who she attracted. Gross people willing to sexualize underaged. Her post gained so much attention that she gained hundreds of new followers by touching down on that side of Twitter. She later thanked them by saying, quote, 'We hit 2K followers. Wah, I love lolly redacted.' On April 18th, 2025, as if she did some great things by building a fan base of PDF files, she later, after all the attention, named her base Cream Pies. Once in her Discord, there were so many child references being talked about, but one specifically stood out. One of her followers talked about how smexy it would be to see a lolly in a bikini. Lolly equals little girl in Japanese culture. I will include proof as well as using screenshots many other people have sent me using a link to a Google Drive. She goes on to mention in a tweet, 'I want to join a lolly VTuber group.' Yesterday, April 19th, 2025, Milk also stated she wants to commission many lolly artists. Linking an artist, the fact of the matter is she's openly sexualizing girls. They may be fictional online ones, but think if this was your underage daughter she was friends with, would she sexualize them too? I think her and that fan base of hers are a danger to the VTubing group, and if Elon cared enough, he would get rid of the lolly side of X. Sadly, everyone knows he doesn't give a crap. Reports do nothing as everything is automated." An edit as of May 11th, 2025, she's trying to sell the Pippo design for more than what she paid for, and it won't end well. She has since rebranded to the name Queen Cola. Baby Pippo's DMs. After multiple people contacted Pippo with their worries for her design due to Milk's bad usage of the design, she responded and told Milk to take down the lolly content from her Twitter, and I believe gained a strike from Pippo, meaning after so many strikes, she will be on Pippo's blacklist and unable to buy another design. Later, as of April 20th, Cream tried selling the design she bought from Pippo for 600 USD, thinking anyone in their right mind would buy the design off her after all the hell she put the poor baby through and the reputation she gave the design. There were multiple people who wanted the design before Cream got a hold of it. Therefore, the few that wanted the design still could not give Milk or Cream the time of day, because who knows how many lolly artists she's commissioned with a new design after rebranding for the second or third time. My summary I made from my own thread on X. Quote, "I usually don't tweet things like this, but the fact this is an ad on Twitter is horrific. Seeing that design used in a Twitter ad is sickening. The comments are full of creeps, and she's just milking it for clout. Pippo's work deserves better than being tied to a lolly like that. Cream, I know you see this tweet. Building your fanbase off PDF files is inhumane and shouldn't be allowed on any platform. It's honestly even more icky that you call your fans cream pies. What was your thought process? Like, honestly, not only has she promoted her baby Pippo design to lolly redacted, she's called them her cream pies, said she's wanting to join a lolly VTuber group too. Worst of all, thank these people for supporting her, and she knows what she's doing. Please help inform Pippo if you can. They've since been contacted by Pippo, but still trying to be a lolly is icky. I don't support it, nor should anyone. I bet the things behind the wall of her Discord server tell a different story." End quote. And then were like comments that other people have left. There is a link to proof. Can confirm the proof proves it. I'm not going to show it because it's icky. I don't want to look at that anymore. Throwing in my own personal 2 cents, the amount that people would go to defend lolly stuff is like wild to me. It's literally asinine. I'm just saying, if you have to bend hell and high water and you have laws with like their codes memorized off the top of your head to defend getting it off to the sexualization of artwork that depicts, they like to use the argument fictional, but I would argue again, fictional, non-fictional, why are you defending trying to goon to characters that literally look like they're 5? I just have no words. And Pippo responds, in a quote retweet to their original post, writing, "This is the design in question. I will dispute them on PayPal as they are also trying to resell the design at the same time. So they would end up with more than a refund if they sell the design successfully. I wish they would have messaged me instead. This has become such a mess." And the design is so cute. And here's the thing, a lot of artists who make designs like this, designs that do look younger or more childlike, they will typically have it in their TOS, hey, you can't use this design for inappropriate things. And it is a complete violation of the artist's TOS if the person then took the design and then engaged in the design in a behavior that the artist did not allow in their TOS. And Himes comments, "Oh, I'm so sorry this happened to you. The design is so beautiful. I hope she finds the best new home." Pippo says, "Thanks, dear." Nemo says, "OMG, what the F? I'm so sorry, Pippo. It's such a shame. I really love the design. It sucks that this is now associated with it. I hope somebody buys her again and is a better owner." And Pippo says, "Thank you." And Nico says they're deleting the comments on Toy House, calling them out. Pippo says, "I made a bulletin. Hopefully it reaches people." And then Pippo added a final update. This update was the morning of May 12th, so literally yesterday. And Pippo writes, "Their Toy House account has been closed. I'm revoking ownership of Amigurumi Milk Drunk Design due to multiple violations by Milk Queen/Queen Cola. I will no longer be selling them, therefore any resales posted are not valid." Sai says, "I am so sorry that one of your designs has to be voided, but I am also glad their accounts got nuked." And Pippo sends a bunch of hearts. Spooky Vextra says, "I'm so thankful their account has been closed. I am so sorry that one of your designs are being voided like this, Pippo. She was such an amazing design and one of my favorites that you've made. It's such a shame to see people trying to misuse them for their benefit." Pippo says, "Thank you." And honestly, at the end of the day, this absolutely sucks. Here you have an artist, they made a really, really pretty design, somebody bought it, and then they took the design, turned around, and used it for something that the artist completely does not endorse. And now, as a result, the artist has to void the design. And, you know, when you make designs, it's essentially like your baby, and you would like to see it go onto a good home, you know, and it's unable to due to the actions of the previous person being so bad that essentially nobody else could really use the design due to the connotation attached with it from the other person's behavior. So it just absolutely sucks. I'll have the artist link down below if you would like to check them out. Their design looks really, really pretty. So send them some love. This is a really, really unfortunate situation. To the other person, I hope they truly can learn to not misuse the artwork they purchase from artists, as well as don't upsell the artwork later on as well, because that is also a violation of the artist's rights. It just shows that, hey, you're taking these arts and you don't even care about the person who made it, which is so violating and rude, right? The bare minimum is just to respect the artist that made the artwork that you're now freely using and enjoying. So it is what it is. That's just the situation here. But please send love to the artist. If you like the video, appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Sorry if I'm more lower energy. My friend from Canada has been here and I'm kind of losing my voice. So I'm talking more into the mic. And as a result, you know, a little quieter, whatever. But getting these videos out before my big old road trip. So I'm going to be having a lot of fun. Check me out on VGen. I sell art there. I also have a coffee with free resources for streamers and creators. And I also stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays at 6 p.m. PST. So I hope to catch you guys there or in another one of my videos. Bye bye.